Hello, welcome boys and girls. How are you doing, little kiddos? Today we will discuss the very interesting topic of recycling. You have probably heard someone like your parents or your teacher explaining the importance of recycling. You must definitely have seen the green or blue recycling containers with the 3 arrows on the side. But what exactly is recycling? Recycling is the process of taking materials ready to be thrown away and converting them into reusable materials. This is important to reduce the trash in the world's landfills, which pollute the earth's soil, water, and air. Recycling also helps to preserve the natural resources or materials that occur naturally and are used to make products, like when we use trees to make paper. When we don't recycle and reuse, we risk depleting our natural resources. So why recycle? Recycling is vital for many reasons that affect the future of all children. Today, more than 100 million Americans recycle. It is an easy way to protect the environment and stimulate the national economy. When you finish a bottle of water or a box of cereal, it is important to remember to recycle for these reasons. First, save our natural resources and wildlife. Recycling helps to reduce the garbage in the landfills that can take hundreds of years to break down. It also helps to preserve the trees by reducing the need of new paper. If we do more to preserve the natural resources, we also help to support the wildlife for us to enjoy throughout our lives. Second, it saves money. Selling the materials that are recycled offsets the additional cost of processing and collecting the recycled materials. This makes it as a cheaper option for most American communities. Third, it reduces pollution. Using the recycled materials rather than taking the virgin materials for new products avoids the environmental harm. It avoids new mining for metals, drilling for oil, and the mass harvesting of trees. Using the recycled white paper creates 75% less air pollution and 35% less water pollution than making the new paper. Using recycled cans produce 95% less air and 97% less water pollution. Fourth, it saves energy. The US recycles approximately 30% of its waste energy every year. This saves 12 billion gallons of gasoline and reduces the greenhouse gases equal to removing 25 million cars from our roads. Recycling helps companies to reduce the energy consumption because they do not have to produce new products from the raw materials. They can repurpose all the types of recycled goods, including newspapers, magazines, plastics, bottles, cans, milk jugs, boxes, and much more. Fifth, reduce landfill waste. When the garbage truck comes to your neighborhood to pick up the garbage, they take it to the landfill. Landfills over the time fill up and can harm the environment. Sixth, it creates jobs. For every one job at a landfill or incinerator, there are 10 jobs in recycling and 25 in manufacturing based upon recycling. Did you know that recycling industry has more work than the US auto industry? Now let's see how the things are recycled. So there are many processes used today to recycle all the types of waste. Below is more information about how specific types are recycled every day. E-waste, electronics and computers. One of the most commonly recycled electronics is old computers. Charities such as Goodwill accept things such as used hard drives, computers, monitors, and printers. Equipment that is no longer functional is taken part, and the glass, metals, and plastics are recycled at local recycling facilities. But equipment that can be reused is refurbished and resold at various Goodwill stores around the country. Fun fact about recycling electronics. Electronic waste, called as e-waste, is only 2% of American trash, but it is 70% of our toxic waste. Recycling computers and other electronics is great for the planet. Paper, that is magazines and newspapers. Used magazines and newspaper are collected at paper recycling points and are taken to the paper mill. White paper, such as from offices, also is collected, but this is a different type of paper and is recycled separately. At the paper mill, big conveyor belts feed used paper into the fiber preparation plant, where it is fed into giant pulpers. Water and chemicals are mixed with the old paper and made into pulp. This washes out the ink and other contaminants from the paper. The result is a soggy, mushy paper called pulp. The pulp is injected between the wire mesh sheets to form a wet sheet of paper. This is dried and new paper is made out of recycled paper. After it is dry, the paper is polished and rolled into big reels. Some of these are 30 feet wide and weigh up to 30 tons. The paper reels are cut into small sizes and sold to companies that need paper for their products. Fun fact about paper recycling: it takes 17 trees to make 1 ton of paper. Some paper grades can be recycled 7 times. Plastic, bottles and bags. Plastic bottles to be recycled are collected from the recycling points and from the recycling bins into your neighborhood. The bottles are taken away in big trucks to be sorted and smashed into big plastic blocks. The blocks can be many feet across and are taken to the recycling factor. They are chopped into small plastic flakes. Think small, colorful cornflakes. The flakes are washed and dried and taken to be melted and made into new plastic items. Fun fact about plastic recycling: a plastic bottle recycled can save as much as energy as it takes to light a 60-watt bulb for 6 hours. Also, old plastic bottles can be turned into new products such as car parts, carpenting, and clothes. Glass. Glass is especially important to recycle because it will never decompose in landfills. Here's how it can be recycled. Glass bottles are thrown into recycling bins and the glass is picked up in trucks and taken to a glass treatment facility. The glass is hand sorted by color and washed out to get rid of contaminants. The glass bottles are crushed and melted and molded into new jars and bottles. The glass is sent back to the stores in new products to be used again. Fun fact about glass recycling: glass does not degrade through recycling, so it can be used endlessly. Also, old glass bottles can be used for new products such as bricks and for many decorative uses. Aluminium cans. Consumers throw aluminium cans into the recycle bins. The aluminium is collected in the trucks and taken to a special aluminium treatment plant. The aluminium cans and other items are sorted and cleaned. It is remelted and turned into liquid aluminium. This removes the colorings and the coatings. The aluminium is made into giant blocks called ingots. Each ingot has about 1.6 million aluminium drink cans in it. The ingots are shipped to mills where they are rolled out. This provides the aluminium with more strength and flexibility. The recycled aluminium sheets are then fashioned into new containers such as cans, food, packagings, and chocolate wrappers. In just few weeks, the recycled aluminium products are back in stores and ready to be sold again. Fun fact about aluminium recycling: most of the bauxite used to make aluminium cans is mined in tropical forest. So, recycling aluminium saves our precious rainforest. Cardboard. Used cardboard is picked up from the community recycling centers. offices, stores, and factories. All cardboard is sent to a waste cardboard company that pulls it into large bales to transport it to the paper mill. At the mill, a forklift picks up the bales and puts them into a conveyor. It is sent to the pulping machine. In the pulper, water and chemicals are added to make a mushy, soggy pulp. The pulp is purified and cleaned, ink removed, and dried into flat rolls of paper. The big rolls of newspaper are cut into small rolls and sold to the customers that will make them into all kinds of cardboard for packaging, containers, and boxes. So, did you understand, kids? See you next time. Till then, take care and bye-bye.